Hello guys and gals, and we are back with another book review. This time we are reviewing Dragonbreath Curse of the Were-wiener by Ursula Vernon. Now, if you look at the back of the book, which I can see, it won't be on the screen, but I can see it, says, and we're just going to start off with this to preface the video actually, because this is what the back of the book says. And it's always good to preface a video with that, I suppose. I don't know. Anyways, it says, Danny Dragonbreath's lunch wants to suck your blood. Danny Dragonbreath knows that school lunches can't be trusted, but even Danny is surprised when his hot dog bites his best friend, Wendell. Suddenly, Wendell is having strange cravings, sprouting back hair, and itching like he's never itched before. Could Wendell be morphing into a were-wiener? You have to read the book to find out. Anyways, I remember the lore to this particular universe. This is book 3, by the way, and I haven't read books 1 and 2, which is kind of, reading book series out of order is kind of probably not always advised, but I think you can probably get away with it in a series like this. They might reference earlier things, but the point isn't usually contingent upon it. So, anyways. This is a universe that is populated by lizards, reptiles, and the like. Can't remember exactly what species Wendell is, but I know he's a type of lizard. Anyways, I know there's like a Komodo dragon in here. There's also, they're all reptiles basically. And Danny is of course a dragon. His gimmick though is that his breath doesn't always work. He can't always really rely on it. It's like, he just can't summon fire, usually. It seems like, anyways. So, that can be a little bit of a problem, if he's in danger. And if you know the series, then Danny Dragonbreath is in danger quite a bit. Otherwise, there wouldn't be a book if there wasn't any danger or, risk involved. Anyways, in this particular adventure, something weird happens at lunch. And, so yeah. Apparently, the hot dog is alive, as you can see on the cover, and it ends up biting Wendell, which is never a really good thing. Now, what I like about this book series is that it's really kind of neat because it fuses like two different styles, I would say. It's kind of a fusion story, and I like it. It's kind of got kind of a comic book feel. The first few pages are anyways, and then there's always like comic panels and stuff, to keep you interested, which is really, really kind of clever. But yeah, that's why the back hair is kind of strange, because lizards typically don't grow hair. Of course, some lizards do have scales that, let me go back. I'm thinking of pangolins probably, because pangolins' scales are kind of made of keratin, the same thing that hair is made up of. But typically you don't see reptiles that grow hair, because that is a mammalian thing. And reptiles are cold-blooded. So, yeah. Also, the dragons in this universe are flightless dragons. They don't grow wings, even the adults. So, because you see a picture of, I think in this book you see a picture of Danny's mom, and in the video for next week, the book for next week rather, we see a picture of Danny's dad. So, and neither of them have wings. So I guess that's basically dragons would be overpowered if they had wings in this particular universe. Um, but yeah, I love the style here because it does kind of merge the comic book, kind of like comic book frames with text, and I do like that. And usually, the frames always have to do with what's going on in that paragraph, which is kind of neat. Um, so yeah, this is of course a take on the werewolf trope, which is kind of cool. I don't honestly remember where I found this book. I know I'm pretty sure I got it from a thrift store. I want to say I only have the third book and I believe the sixth book of this particular franchise. I probably need to go up and get the first one. Oh no, it's 11. I have 3 and 11. It seems like. So I do probably need to eventually get the rest of these just to read them as well. So, anyways, there's a lot of intermingling of lore here, which is really neat, actually. A very, very cool idea, I would say, and a nice take to the common, what I would call a common werewolf trope. This takes that and kind of turns it on its head a little bit, and I like that concept because instead of a werewolf, it's a were-weenie that you're mutating into. It's really fascinating. Um, a very ingenious use of werewolf lore, and basically centering it around this central plot point. Very cool. The book's well paced, very well paced. Fun to read, and it's also simple, which I mean in the best possible way. When I say a book is simple, it's a compliment because it means that the concepts that are being presented are easily understood by everyone, I would say. And that takes a lot of writing prowess to convey. I'd like to say, as an example, someone who is really good at writing children's books could literally write a book about like nuclear fusion or nuclear fission or nuclear reactions or something, and they could write it in such a style that a child could understand it. Whereas if I were to write a book about nuclear fusion, nuclear fission or something, it would probably be like a science textbook. You know, it would be like high-minded and stuff like that. No one would be able to understand it. Because I don't understand it myself. This takes a concept like the werewolf, were-weenie thing, and it simplifies it and makes it easy to understand. And that is that's a gift, actually. It's a gift to be able to simplify a story and make it understandable to children and young adults. It's ingenious, actually. So I only mean it in positive ways. The term simple. But yeah. So I guess, according to the cover anyways, which is the only indication we have, of course, according to the cover, Wendell's fate hangs in the balance, it would seem. But anyways, yeah, I'm sure that if your local library could probably find this book. I do love the art style here. It's very cute, and I like it. And it has, as I said before, the unique comic book-like frames, which is really cool. So yeah, But yeah, um, again, I never usually give spoilers in these book reviews, because I want people to read the books themselves and figure out all the secrets, of course. But yeah, this is definitely one that's worth checking out. I find the comic books, the comic strip parts to be very, very engaging, and the art is very well done as well. The story is very well written. I like everything about it. Um, but yeah, um, that is going to do it for this video, though. This is an amazing book, but then again, that's just my opinion. You can take my opinion or leave it. Either way is fine. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Next week we have Dragon's Breath, The Frozen Menace, which is book 11. I should probably be doing these in order, but I'm like not. But oh well. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. You are loved, and have a great day.